we do. And in order for us to get there, we got to listen to the words. The Bible says God looks at him and says, today I have begotten you. You are my son. And then he looks and says, you are a priest after the order of Melchizedek. In other words, I brought you, and now I give you a duty so you can bring them.
Amen. Now
you are going to get to heaven, not because you went to church every Sunday. And I hope you realize you do have to go to church.
all right.
You're going to get to heaven, not because you gave your money in church.
All right.
And I hope you realize you do have to give for the license to stay on. You know, nobody laugh when I say you have to go to church. When I say you have to give money, I say you're making jokes. But we got to get to the stage to realize that we got to help the poor. Not to get to heaven because we are headed there.
All right.
In other words, all our church acts ain't going to get us to heaven unless we are already on a journey headed to heaven.
All right. All right.
And if we get to that stage, where we realize that we do the things that we do because of the love that God has for us, then Jesus goes up a little more in importance in our lives.
Right.
Let me give you the practical application. The lesson is yours. When we really focus on who Jesus is, when he becomes more than we think he is in our mind, it means that when my enemies rub me the wrong way, I'm still going to be the first to help them get out of what they are in.
Right.
It means that when I'm going down the street and I meet someone in distress, I'll be ready to stop, even though it takes me out of my convenience or my comfort zone. It means that when I meet a brother or sister who is struggling, that I'll be ready to pick them up and say, hey, let me help you make this race, because this race is too important for you to lose.
That's right.
Then more importantly, our single parents, I'm going to start finding Christian folks who can be the other half in their child's life. You know, a lot of us, we complain with the way our country is going. But I got some news for you. Our country is going the way it is going because Christians stop being what Jesus said we should be.
Right now.
When you decide to step into somebody's life and help that individual become better than they used to be,
All right.
you are now being a Christian.
All right.
When you decide to step up and help a single mother or father raise a child in the way God said it should be raised, then you'll be a Christian.
Amen.
But if you just come into church and doing church stuff, you still don't understand the Jesus that you saw.
Right.
You see, my Jesus, he would have been going down the road and met a woman who was struggling with her child and said, let me help. He would have been going down the road if Jesus was in our day, and he would meet somebody who was broken down on the side of the road and say, let me stop and help.
Amen.
He would have been in a bank and see individuals with non-sufficient funds and say, let me stop and help.
All right.
But more times than not, all we do is count statistics. All we do is talk about a problem. And we don't do what Christ would have done if he was in
Right
motion.
now.
Can I share something with you?
All right.
The application of this lesson is, Jesus is in you and me. How are you allowing him to represent himself in this world?
All right. All right.
Jesus is in you and me. How are you allowing him to represent himself in this world? He says, I'm the Son of God. I'm a priest after the order of Melchizedek. The question is, are you letting the Son of God reign in you, that folks can see him? Are you saying, hey, come see the priest and the sacrifice that he makes in my life for you? Or are you still playing church games? This morning, if you're serious about Christianity, you've got to elevate Jesus much more than just a prophet.
That's all right.
You've got to elevate him much more than just a good human being. You've got to realize that he is God that came out of eternity and died for you, so you can get to eternity. If you need prayer and strength, why not come? As we stand and sing this song.
If it had not been for the Lord on my side,